Any commercial involving drinking ends with drink responsibly. Any commercial involving gambling ends with a Gamblers Anonymous call. Ending our AI conversation, how to AI responsibly. So this is not an AI switch. We've hit that a few different times. I think that it is a great tool, but it is not a set it and forget it tool like anything else is. I can just, from my experience utilizing it for data analysis, that part's ramping up, utilizing that in communication, it is a great baseline. It is a great tool, but to blindly accept the machine, it's that scene in The Office where Michael Scott trusts the GPS and then just drives into the lake because he blindly trusts the machine. We are not at that point. No. We are not subservient to machines. This is a tool, damn it. So we are now at the point where it's how do we utilize this tool responsibly like anything else?
Absolutely. Yeah, so I think definitely in that similar vein, like, yeah, you need to have like a skilled person that knows at least a lot about how the AI is being used, especially like in marketing and agency life. If you are, we'll just use content again as an example. If you're churning out tens, hundreds of articles a month, still should have somebody that knows what is a good article when they see it, or knows how to edit an article if they need to here and there to make it successful. Or, worst comes to worst, your DEF CON 5 situation, ChatGPT or Google Bard or Jasper just did not hit the nail on the head for that. Somebody that could capably even write the article if you absolutely need to, because you got to get it done.
So that you're not submitting false court precedent.
Exactly, yeah. So you want to definitely never just let it go. You need to have some sort of review. You also probably should have, at least, internally, a set of standards for what is a good output for this use case of AI. So we'll just use content again as an example. You might have a checklist. All right, it's X amount of words long. It's optimized for these keywords, and it's not plagiarized. I think that's probably the biggest one you should look at, is that it's not accidentally plagiarized from other sources online. And when you have that, we have that quality checklist, you can say, all right, we know this meets our more objective standards, and we're okay with putting this out into the world. And then on top of that, you need the actual process to quality check it. So once a piece of content is done, how do you quality check that? What are the steps that you take, and how do those steps lead you to making sure that it hits those points on your good AI output checklist?
I love the reference you made with AI being your intern. What you're describing is the process and policies you would have in place if you had an intern.
Yeah.
You're not blindly accepting anything that an intern's writing and using that to churn out. If you're giving an intern work, you have to articulate the output you want, because they're not as experienced as you are.
Yeah.
When the intern gives you work, you need to have that quality assurance within there. So it's your intern, it's your assistant, it's a tool that you're utilizing, but it is about the responsible use case of this. And if quality matters, if the expectations matter, if you're, God forbid, legal or medical, like the output needs to just be so scrutinized to get to that end result. It's that begin with the end in mind that runs through everything that we do here, but that's the same thing in utilizing the tool. What is the end output you want, and how are you going to use this tool to get there, not letting the tool guide where you go?
Yeah.
Fact checking everything that comes out of the tool, making sure that you have the right information going into the tool beforehand is two things that you need in order to get some sort of quality and make sure that you're not sitting there and just putting on whatever comes out, because that's destined for problems. And especially when you're working in the agency, there's multiple responsibilities there. You need to make sure that you're watching out for, your clients and your clients' clients and what have you. It can't be wrong. It can be inaccurate. And then it snowballs, because this is one small piece of the SEO puzzle. You can use this, and you should use this, and you should utilize this responsibly. But there's also the 400 to 200 other factors in SEO that make this work. So if you have a site that's just technically broken and needs all these other pieces, don't expect this to be the 1-2 punch. It's going to absolutely help the situation, but it's not going to take away. And that's why we've always said it's a supplement. It's not a substitution.
It's a tool to help you gain efficiency. It's a tool to help you be more effective, but it's not a replacement. If you allow your responsibility is to be replaced by AI, you are making yourself replaceable because your output is not going to be as strong as it should.
100%. Yeah.